Shukatula, Bome Panesha, Nesha, Nesha, Bome Panesha. Oh, Pomola, Pomola, Bome Panesha, Nesha, Nesha, Bome Panesha. Pomola, Pomola, Epanesha, Nesha, Nesha, Bome Panesha. Shukatula, Bome Panesha, Nesha, Nesha, Bome Panesha. Oh, Pomola, Pomola, Bome Panesha, Nesha, Nesha, Bome Panesha. Pomola, Pomola, Epanesha, Nesha, Nesha, Bome Panesha. Shukatula, Bome Panesha, Nesha, Nesha, Bome Panesha. Oh, Pomola, Pomola, Bome Panesha, Nesha, Nesha, Bome Panesha. Ah, oh, Tuomna, our beautiful creator, we thank you for bringing us all here today. And we are just reaching our hands out to our grandmother ocean, Yahweh Wish Temet, Yahweh Wish Mont, to bless this gathering here, to bless the competitors, and just give us the love that we have for the ocean and just bring it into our hearts this morning. And we thank the WSL for including us in this beautiful ceremony this morning. And we know that all will go well now, since we started it right.
Thank you, Adelia, and the Ahashiman tribal members and tribal council representatives, Georgia, Sabrina, for that beautiful opening ceremony. I would now like to invite up a very special human who's been leading the charge in pro surfing for a few years now. Let's hear a warm welcome for our CEO, Eric Logan.
Joe got the hint on the haircut, but I do think it deserves a round of applause. Well, first of all, welcome to beautiful San Clemente for the second annual Rip Curl WSL Finals. And we could not be more blessed to be here in this lovely community. And I want to say again, thank you for the beautiful blessing that we just had. One of the things I'd like to say on behalf of our entire global tour of the World Surf League, and inclusive of all the professional surfers, a big thank you for an amazing year that we've had, and a special thanks and congratulations to the 10 surfers that we'll be acknowledging with the jersey reveal momentarily. I'd be remiss if I didn't include a very special person in my opening remarks, somebody who I consider to be a friend and a partner, and without them we would not be here today. I'd like to acknowledge, and you'll hear from her, our CEO partner. Today was and has, I think we'll see this year, an acceleration of things to come. But I do want to just take a moment and reflect back on the year that has been the championship tour in professional surfing. We have not even had the biggest day in pro surfing yet, and we already have eclipsed some of the most amazing milestones we've seen in the history of the sport. Already, this has been the most consumed live digital audience in the history of professional surfing before this day has ever happened. We're up 13 to date than it has been in any other year before. And again, we have not even executed the Rip Curl WSL Finals. And lastly, due to our athletes, the platform of pro surfing, we as a company are focused on creating the largest, most powerful platform for professional surfing. And through that, on the social media side of things, we've reached over 351 million impressions and 17 million people over Meta, TikTok, and all the other platforms. And again, the Rip Curl WSL Finals has yet to happen. The world's biggest day in pro surfing is still ahead. So I want to say thank you to the community of San Clemente. Thank you to our 10 surfers. Excited for a great week ahead and celebrating the crowning of our men and women world champions in the water. With that, Mr. Spell, thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. There's a hashtag for him now, the ELO era. My favorite era in pro surfing by far. We want to thank Eric once again, but also the opportunity to thank the local community right here in San Clemente for sharing their break with us, and obviously this beautiful town as well. Congressman Mike Levin, thank you so much. San Clemente Mayor Kathy Ward, thank you for hosting us so well. Mayor Pro Tem Gene James, San Clemente City Council members Chris Duncan, Laura Ferguson, and Steve Knobloch, all the way up to the Rip Curl WSL Finals. Now for the second time, just exemplifies their commitment to the sport. Big thanks to Rip Curl for all that you do, for what we love so much. Thank you to our event partners, Red Bull, Oakley, Turtle Bay, 805, Flying Embers, Sambazon, Tequila Eterno Verano, Shiseido, Pura Vida, Hydro Flask, Expedia, 805 Beer, Alaska Airlines, Foo Wax, True Surf, and Turtle Bay. Thank you so much. We have a very special guest sitting in the front row that we are really thrilled to have you join us today. Congressman Mike Levin, the U.S. Representative from California's 49th Congressional District. Thank you for being here, Mike, first of all, and welcome you up to the podium to speak.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. I am so grateful to be here with you. My name is Mike Levin. I get to represent this beautiful community, and first, I am sorry that it's not a normal 75-degree September morning, but as I was mentioning with some of the organizers here, we're going to see who the real fans are today out in this heat. But stay hydrated, stay cool. I have the great honor to also represent the world, are here again to compete. I want to also thank Ripco's right here, and I thank you not only for all the great things you're doing, but for the jobs that you create here, the economic development that you create here in our district. And also I want to thank WSL again. The fact that you're back is a testament, and if not, you probably read about it. There were 25,000 gallons of oil that were spilled up in Huntington Beach. It made its way all the way down here. In fact, a lot further south down here. There were tar balls washing up as far down as San Diego. When that happened, they had to shut down here in San Clemente, up in Dana Point, all the way up and down for a number of weeks, and that caused significant amount of economic opportunity for those weeks that things were closed. Think of all the different businesses, the restaurants, the hotels, that all rely on our coastal economy, not to mention all the different recreational opportunities, all the businesses connected with that. So I led an effort in the last Congress, and I'm going to lead an effort as long as it takes to stop all offshore drilling along our Southern California coast. And for those that might say, well, we need that oil, just remember what we get from the Southern California coast is basically a drop in the bucket compared to what we really use, and the risks far outweigh any potential benefits that would come. So the other thing I will tell you is the sand itself. We can't take the sand for granted. Mother Nature always wins, and we see our beaches are eroding. There are parts of our district where the bluffs are at risk of collapse. And so I was very proud that we got $9.3 million from the federal government last year to get about 250,000 cubic yards of sand right here in San Clemente. We got another million cubic state, our local partners. I want to thank Chris Duncan. I'm on the House Natural Resources. I wish everybody really, really great luck. Again, stay cool, stay hydrated. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Vipe. We've got a couple certificates. Yeah? All right, we've got a couple certificates that we'd like to present from my office. Let's take a look here. And they're very nicely framed, too, I have to say. All right, this one is for WSL, for hosting the Rip Curl WSL Finals at Lower Trestles in San Clemente, California, bringing recognition to one of the top surfing spots in the nation. For you. We got one more. All right, this is for Rip Curl. In recognition of the Rip Curl WSL Finals at Lower Trestles in San Clemente, California, thank you for being good stewards of the environment and for your economic contributions to the community. Thank you so much. All right, good luck to all the competitors. Thanks for having me, everybody. Take care.
Thank you, Congressman. That was awesome. And as I mentioned before, the partnership with Rip Curl is incredible. And there's one person in the audience that I really look up to as a human being, but also as a great leader in our sport of surfing. I wouldn't mind if the CEO of Rip Curl, Brooke Ferris, would share a few words with us leading up into the Rip Curl WSL Finals. Big warm welcome for Brooke.
Thank you, Joe. I begin by acknowledging the Shaman people, traditional custodians of the land and sea where we meet today, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. What a privilege. What a privilege it is to be here to the WSL Eric Logan, Chief Frother, that's how I see you, Jessie Marley Dyer, Congressman Mike Levin, our mayors, Kathy Ward and Jean James. The San Clemente's simple, it's because of the Dreamy Wave just down the coast from here. And in the next few days, we're going to see the world's best surfers on this very wave. We are so proud to be the naming rights sponsor of what is the biggest, the most watched, the crowning moment, or as we like to say at Rip Curl, the ultimate day in world surfing. Now, if I look to my left and right, I feel like I'm doing my bit to add to the hype, and the last thing I want to do is add more pressure to these 10 surfers, because it has been quite a year. Thank you for all of your outstanding performances throughout this year. Watching from the sidelines, clearly, I focus on not only surviving, but for your outstanding, extraordinary standard of surfing. There is no doubt that the 10 here are the world's best surfers, and we are so thankful and grateful, and we acknowledge all that you have given yourself across the year to be sitting here today. So on behalf of Rip Curl, I have the honour of wishing you all the best for Finals Day. We are so excited for what's to come, and thank you again all for having us here.
Thank you so much, Brooke. Beautiful. Thanks for the welcome once again and the hype. Yeah, there's a lot of going into this big day. More going into it too, as you guys have noticed, that we have the Walk of Champions installation happening once again on the San Clemente Pier, and it's so beautiful to recognize. And I don't even like saying former world champ. It's like once you're a world champ, you're always a world champ, aren't you? You've dominated the sport, and you see our world champions that changed everything over 5 decades, which is really special to celebrate history from where we came from and where we are today. We have some of those world champions, I believe, right next to Elo, Tommy Carroll, 2-time world champ. So great to be in your company. I think I saw Lisa Anderson, 4-time world champ, and spent some time as a local here in San Clemente for quite some time. Happy time to come on back. Great to see you, Lisa. You're just having fun. PT, there he is. 76 world champ, busting down the door. Always great to be in your company, PT. Sean Thompson, representing South Africa. There he is. Hey, big warm welcome for Sean. Debbie Beecham. Fun hanging out with Debbie last year. She's going to be hanging out with us as well. Sophia Milanovich, first South American world champ, first for Peru. Yeah, so you can go by Sophia's installation there. There's the QR code. You know, I'm not that old, but I just learned about it. It's a camera. You open the camera up. This is a big reveal, though. So special people up here. Once again, big round of applause for the 10 surfers that accomplished a lot. And what Berkeley said was a very challenging, very exciting year on tour to be here at the WSL Finals. We've got Felipe Toledo, world number 1. Carissa Moore, world number 1, going for a 6 world title. Joanne DeFay coming back to Lowers for the 2nd time. This time, though, the number 2 seed, Joanne DeFay from France. Jack Robinson, believe it or not, only 2 seasons on tour, number 2 in the world from Western Australia. I like your haircut a little better than mine. Goals. Looking over at Ethan Ewing, what a legend from Stradbroke in Australia. One of the best styles in the game. First time here at the Rip Curl WSL Finals. On this side, Tatiana Weston Webb, runner-up in the world last year, looking for the first women's title for Brazil. Italo Ferrero right next to her, and a 2019 world champion, back again at the Rip Curl WSL Finals. One of the best goofy footers ever, Italo. Barissa Hennessy, Costa Rica, Pura Vida. What an amazing human being, here for the first time at the Rip Curl WSL Finals. Let's hear it for Barissa. Kanoa and Barissa, representing Japan and also Southern California, here to compete for his first world title. 7-time world champion Stephanie Gilmore, back to play again at the Rip Curl WSL Finals, looking for a record-breaking 8th title this year. Jeff, I might go mobile a little bit. Here we go. Wow, you're smooth. So now I'm just going to kind of group a couple of these together because it is really hot. If anyone has a hose, just spray me down. Feel free. I'm going to group this one up for Carissa and Steph. You both are the two most decorated athletes currently on tour. Carissa with 5 titles, Steph with 7. How would this world title really change everything for you after accomplishing so much? We'll start with you, Steph.
Hi. Yeah, this obviously is will be an amazing event for all of us. And Carissa chasing a 6, it's super close to 7, which is super scary. But Carissa's the best female surfer in the world, and she could go on and win 200 if she wanted. But yeah, I'm out here, and I'd really love to win an 8th, and I've always wanted to win an 8. So yeah, I'll do my best, but it'll be a long road. So we'll see.
Thank you very much.
Steph, you're too kind. You've done it 7 times and you're going for your 8th. That's incredible. I'm grateful to be in this position.
Pass the mic to Tatiana over there. I'm out at the Rip Curl WSL Finals. How does being so clear to become
first ever in the world that continues to inspire me to this day? Carissa, it was an amazing battle and I had such a blast, and yeah, it was a really close one. So I'm just really excited for the opportunity to be here again. I just feel really grateful, and like Brooke said, it was a really, really challenging year for all of us and a long one. So yeah, I just feel proud of myself to be here.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Tati. And same question for you, Felipe.
What's up, guys? Yeah, really happy to be back. Really happy to be part of the WSL Finals again. As Tati said, last year, the first ever WSL Finals was pretty cool. A lot of expectations, and what it's going to be, what was going to happen, and ended up being an amazing event and record-breaking. And yeah, just blessed enough to be back here, be back home with the family, my friends, and do what I love to do, which is surfing. And yeah, can't wait.
Thank you so much, Felipe. Pass the mic to Ethan Ewing. Pass the mic over to Jack Robinson. We'll pair this one up for both of you guys to go back to back. Jack, what a year. You went Jack to Jack, back to back. Margaret River, G-Land, your best year by miles in a short period of time with this ultra zen focus. That has been incredibly fun to watch. Runner-up in the final of J-Bay as well to this man, Ethan Ewing, for a really fun
last year here, so yeah, happy to be with these guys and all the girls in this crew, the best in the world. So looking forward to a fun week, and yeah, thank you guys.
Awesome, Jack. Ethan, this year, so special. It was kind of what everyone wanted to happen for a year. The surfer's favorite from all around the world, winning a prestigious event at Jeffreys Bay, but getting consistency beyond your years and finding your feet to fight for your first world title. Now, you've accomplished a lot so quickly and accomplished a lot of firsts. How do you even begin to digest a little bit what it means to be going for a world title in a few days?
No, it hasn't really. It's been a pretty stressful year. Not much time in between events to really take it all in, but I'm just really excited to be here. All these guys and girls inspire me every day to just get better, and just really happy to be here with them and just do my best and see where it takes me.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Ethan Ewing. Number 3 in the world. This one will be for Joanna Fay and also Italo. For you guys, it's your second time here. You guys got to feel the format, last year and now into this year. I want to talk about your seed change, though, from last season into this season. Joanne, we'll start with you.
Yeah, Joe. Hi everybody. Yeah, definitely. I started here and I'm second, and I think it's just way better to be second. Obviously, a bit less hits to do, and so yeah, just like everybody else, like very exciting. And we had a big year. Thanks, Brooke. I loved your speech. We had all such a big year, and we all like super tired, but at the same time proud. And I feel like everybody is taking it like very simply, and as everybody want to take a very like put on a very the best, and I think that's how a good show is coming.
Beautiful, thanks, Joanne. Monstro, good to see you, Italo.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, you're back. Let's talk about your seeding. You know, now coming in as a number 3 seed this year, and one of our favorite heats last year is watching the clash with Felipe. And now, if you want to be a world champion this year, you're going to have to face Felipe again. Talk about that process from what you learned last season and how your confidence is going into your second play here.
Yeah, we have all like every time we have a best like match, you know, and I like to not be the favorite, you know, so I'm at that position before, you know, in 2019 on Olympic A1, and yeah, I love to be behind the guys, you know, and yeah, I'm excited for that, and it's a good opportunity to take another world title, and yeah, I'm so stoked for that, and I'm ready.
Awesome. Let's give it up for Italo. Now we'll have Kanoa and Barissa. Do you have a mic as well? Holy smokes, Tahiti was exciting for you too. Can we just start at that moment, Barissa? What a day that was. We talked about it on the podium at the end of the road, but now there's been a little bit of time since. Take us to that moment, heat against Lakey Peterson, to decide your fate to be here at the Rip Curl WSL Finals.
Honestly, my heart is still beating, I think, from that moment, and I need to take a couple of naps, I think, the rest of the year to kind of digest, but yeah, I knew it was going to be a battle to go up against Lakes. I feel like she, like all the women here, just is so inspiring with who they are, you know, on land, but in the water as well, and I think that's why I'm just honestly just honored to be amongst this caliber of men and women. I think the way that we've navigated through this year has been, you know, a crazy one. It's been stressful, it's been beautiful, it's been tiring, but we've all come out of it, I think, stronger, more incredible humans, and I've honestly been in awe of how we've all kind of come out of this. So yeah, talking about Tahiti, yeah, it was definitely, I feel like that wave came to me, and I know I have a lot of work to do out there, but it was really special, especially since my dad's the barrel king, so I wanted to make him proud.
Oh, that was so cool. A lot of firsts this year, Barissa. Yellow jersey, first win of your career.
Yeah, I don't think little Barissa would really believe me if I would talk to her right now. It's just really special, but I'm just really grateful to have the opportunity and to, like I said, just be amongst, it's really an honor to be amongst these men and women today.
Thanks so much, Barissa Hennessy. Kanoa Garashi, 2 minutes on the clock. You need a score to turn the... I got lost in my train of thought. 9.7 to get the wave, to get a spot in the final 5. Was that one of the most remarkable waves of your entire career?
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. Hi everyone, by the way. It was, yeah, just the way it all happened, the way it played out. I had a weird feeling that I'd have a fighting shot at the end of the heat, eventually. And yeah, when the wave came in, you know, I remember thinking, like, right as I saw that wall, that was gonna decide what my next couple of weeks looked like. I mean, my flight to LAX was the same, but I'd be probably surfing Northside Shorebreak right now in Huntington instead of surfing Lower. So yeah, I mean, that wave really not only changed my couple of weeks, but also my my career, and I'm yeah, I mean, I'm glad the wave came in, and I mean, the wave was kind of the hero of that moment. You know, I just kind of did my thing, but yeah, I mean, it was very nice.
So nice. That was one of my favorite moments of the year, especially for your career, Kanoa. Really fun to watch. I remember when you fought for the gold in the Olympic Games and almost got silver. and you think about the guy who won gold, and you think about your matchup to kick off the Rip Curl WSL finals. You don't have to wait for the email from Renato Hickel. We knew that that matchup was going to happen for a couple of weeks. How's it been just thinking about that big heat coming up?
Yeah, I think we have we've had a lot of good heats together, me and Italo. I think I own one, but it's one of those ones where I feel like in competition, we don't come against, we don't go against the top seeds very often, and when they do, it's really exciting. And this format, the way it does is, you have pretty much every heat could be a final. And if someone were to ask me who I wanted to compete against, doing.
You had to come up so big in stages to get to 5, and now, like you said, you got Italo, and then you got the 2 Australians, and then you had beat twice. How do you avoid from becoming overwhelmed by the idea of basketball?
It's just overwhelming. Like there's no running away from it. 2 is 3 or 4 or 5, or I don't even know how many heats it is. But yeah, right away, right off the bat, like I have to wake up and have to go up against a world champion. So, that kind of just describes my day, and I just want to make sure I wake up and I'm ready to surf a lot of heats, but at the same time, it's I really have to put everything I have into the first heat right off the get-go. I'm not really used to surfing lowers really early, because just being from earlier and getting on the tour road a little bit earlier than I normally do.
One more.
Sure.
Also for Kanoa, you grew up just up the road. Obviously, you surfed lowers a billion times. Then you got the Brazilians and Felipe, for example. Lives down here. Who has the home wave advantage in this situation, or at this level does it just happen?
To be honest, I think the person that surfed lowers the least amount is the one that has the most advantage. It's a really playful wave, and the more you surf it, the more like jaded you get. I feel like but yeah, like in saying that, I think it's just having that excitement. There's nothing to learn out there. It's a really simple wave. You just want to attack it the way you want. Everyone surfs the wave different, so you just let your personality kind of shine and let your surfing do the work.
Great answer. Thank you so much. I can take one more question from somebody else if they're ready. We'll have some one-on-ones later. Okay, thank you.
Hello, I'm Deborah from Surf 506, and this question is for Carissa. Being new to the air game in the female world, do you prefer barrels or airs?
They're both really fun. I don't do them enough, so when they happen, they're pretty special. I guess there's nothing, really like the best maneuver in surfing, and getting in air and landing that's pretty awesome as well, but like I said, I haven't done enough of them to, but yeah.
Love it. Thanks so much. WSL SVP of Tours and head of competition to speak. Also wouldn't mind a requalification campaign because she still shreds. Yeah, Jess. Oh, I stole it from you. Want me to set you up here?
Sure, thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for Jess. Doing a great job.
That's actually great, because I knew I couldn't do it myself, which is why I was just standing quietly behind you. So it's my great honor to get to hand out these jerseys. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about the forecast, which I know that is always a big question on everyone's lips. So the first thing I'm going to say is you should check out worldsurfleague.com or the WSL Instagram, but the first thing that we're going to do in terms of the forecast is go yellow. So the yellow alert, for everyone who has forgotten from last year, it's 24 hours before we would potentially be running the event. So that's like me saying I'm 90% sure that we're going to run, and we still want to be able to have a little look on the day, but we've got some great waves coming, so embarrassment of riches to choose from. So I want to talk a little bit about the first 3 days of the contest so far in our event window. We have great waves, particularly on the 9th, which is Friday. Been watching the weather, your partners at Surfline, to continue to feed us information on that. Renato Hickel, who's our Director of Tours and Competition, helped me out, and we're going to hand out some of these jerseys. So the first person we have is in orange. We have Steph Gilmore. And we're gonna, yes, you do have to come out.
You almost got the socks. And then Kanoa as well in the orange. In the green, we're going to have Barissa Hennessy and Italo Ferrero. In the pink, oh sorry, I'll wait for you. Sorry, Italo. In pink, we have Tatiana Weston Webb and Ethan Ewing. Blue, we have Joanne DeFay and Jack Robinson. And in the yellow jerseys, we have our top seeds, Carissa Moore. Looking good. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jess. So for the Rip Curl WSL Finals, as you can see, we have the special jerseys with the 5 distinct colors to designate the rankings from 1 through 5. And we saw this utilized last season, and this color system will continue for the future Rip Curl WSL Finals. The dedicated color system is intended to give the fans a way to engage with the action and a visual indicator to better understand the title crowning format. The jerseys were designed by an artist named Eric Abel, who drew inspiration from this surf mecca that we call Lower Trestles in San Clemente. Thank you so much, Eric and everybody involved. Well, this concludes the formal part of today's press conference. Thank you once again for attending. We would welcome everybody to join us at Fisherman's Restaurant. That's just right there on the left with the blue umbrellas. You can hang out on the outside patio. The entrance is welcome for all of that by themselves. And then we'll have Eric Logan, Jesse Miley Dyer, and, with the surfers immediately following the photo op. So for now, we'll get the athletes standing up. Thank you so much. I'll get out of the way.